Hey everybody, welcome to the video. My name is Jason Levinson. I'm excited to share with you the one tactic to rule them all. Do this one thing every time, do great every single time. That's the idea. I challenged myself to think through what is the one thing that would make the most impact. Now, if you don't know me, which maybe you don't, my name is Jason Levinson. I do want to tell you a little bit about me before we dive into the content. I am a content profit specialist. What that means is I come in and I help companies, founders who basically are owner operators, mostly help them upskill their content and upskill their sales teams so that their content converts better. And then I just share a few client successes that I've had recently. I helped a company find $300,000 of additional annual profit without any additional ad spend. That was through a content initiative. We basically changed their messaging and learned how to convert their list into very happy regular customers, and that 300,000 will actually probably be closer to 360, but that's pretty darn good. So that was one. I also helped a company triple their conversion ratio. They were usually converting at 5%, which meant it took them 20 calls to have one sale. We were able to triple that to 15%. So now, and they have 20 calls, they have 3 sales. So that's also going to have a huge impact. I also helped a company with their YouTube outreach. They wanted more organic leads, and we did a YouTube strategy that resulted in them getting 4 times as many views, which is good if you're, your ego, but it's not about that. It's about the results. And they also then from that are now getting 4 times as many organic leads through YouTube, which was the goal. So that's cool. I also worked with one owner operator who just through coaching, we were able to help him triple his annual revenue the first year we worked together. So that's kind of a little bit about who I am. Now, let's get into the content that's really important to you, and that is, what is the one tactic to rule them all? But let's not start there. Let's start with, what is it not? The one tactic to rule them all is not reservation value. It's not BATNA. It's not diminishing returns or deadlines or competition or bluffing or buttering or personalizing or going second or tiny offer or negativity or scouring or splitting or chatting or take it or leave it or stinginess or kindness or targets or need. It's none of these other tactics that I teach in the Levinson Negotiating Masterclass. Shameless plug. The point I'm making is there are a ton of tactics out there, and the one tactic to rule them all is none of these. Are tactics even necessary in today's world? What do you think? I mean, think about it. We live in a world where people know to be good people. So do we even need the one tactic to rule them all? Do we even need tactics? Why bother? Buyers to tell the seller the maximum amount they're willing to pay for any product or service during the first conversation, don't they? Don't sellers immediately offer the lowest possible price because they want the buyer to save as much money as possible when they are selling them their item? I mean, not in the world I live in. I don't even know if I would like that world, because some people should pay more, dang it. So, yes, tactics are very necessary. Let's talk through some of the reasons why tactics are necessary. First of all, if not you, who? If it's not you that gets the best price, I promise you there's somebody out there who will get the best price. So you might as well be that person getting the best price in this situation right now. Why not? What about inflation? I don't know if you recall this, but there was a time when gasoline was less than $1 a gallon. There's some people who I know, they're older than me, they're like, it used to be less than 75 cents for a gallon of gas, but those days are gone. Then it went up. It was exciting when you could find something for less than $2. Now it's exciting if you find something for less than $3. And I had this sneaking suspicion that, in a few years we're going to be saying, gas used to be less than $4. So Inflation is never going to stop. The value of our money keeps going down. And one way for us to try to keep pace is by getting the best possible price every single time. So that's another reason why tactics, and specifically the one tactic, is so important. Another reason is that you don't know unless you try to find out if the other side has flexibility. If I am selling my product or my service to you and I have the ability to lower my price by 12%, unless you work to figure that out, I'm not going to just volunteer it. I mean, if I do, I'll be doing it out of the goodness of my heart, not because of your skill set. And I promise you, most people are not going to just out of the goodness of their heart sacrifice their own profitability for your profitability. So if you want to find out the best price, how much flexibility the other side has, you kind of have to use tactics, and you kind of have to negotiate. All right. So that's another reason. Also, think about the long-term benefits that you gain by being someone who negotiates. In this one situation today that you're involved in, let's say, and you use the one tactic to rule them all, you use other tactics, you negotiate, you find out you can get a better price. Yeah, you're going to get a better price today, and that's going to help you out a little bit. But that's not what you're really getting. What you're getting is you're adding to the long-term dividends that you're going to get by having this skill. This is a skill that, when used over and over, can yield massive returns for you. And I like to say, if you're a homeowner, man, you might be able to fund your Roth IRA just using these tactics every time something breaks in your house. I don't know how many times I've had to fix the roof or the HVAC or the central air conditioning system, the split, the slab in the backyard, the fence, the garage door, the mold remediation, the shed, the driveway, the windows, the siding. I mean, how many times do you have to hire a service to come in and help you on your house? If every single time you were able to save hundreds of dollars, trust me, it adds up. Okay. So that's the big takeaways. Tactics are necessary, but there's one main reason. There's one main reason, and that main reason is, why not? Why not find out if you can get a better price? There's no reason not to, unless you just want other people to have more profit than they could necessarily get. There's no reason not to use tactics and to utilize negotiation skills. All right, so let's get into it. The one tactic to rule them all. We had one. Very simply, no. Saying no immediately changes everything. It is the easiest and most powerful tactic if I have to just pick one. Okay, so why no? Why no? Well, to answer that question, let's think about side of no, which is what? Yes. What happens the second you say yes? What are you communicating? Your price is good enough. Your price is fine with me. We're done here. We're done negotiating here. Thank you. Good job. Don't need to give me any more flexibility. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with your price. The second that you communicate yes, even if you don't say the word yes, but you communicate the words yes, I'm thinking I don't need to give you any more of my flexibility. Oh, we're talking about how much you're going to pay me to put that concrete slab in your backyard, and I'm getting yes signals from you when I've given you my inflated price, knowing that I would be happy to drop it by 10%, but you didn't give me any pushback. You said yes, or you made it seem like you're probably about to say yes. Well, of course, I'm thinking, well, I'm not lowering my price anymore. The minute you communicate yes, the other side is done giving away flexibility. Even if they stepped into this negotiation thinking, I'm probably going to be lowering my price by 15% today. Nope. They are communicating yes to me. What happens when you start communicating things that are like, no, not good enough? Well, I thought I was going to get this guy to pay me $8,000 for that concrete slab, but I'm not getting any yes signals from him. Probably going to have to lower my price. Good thing I came in here, quoted him a high price. I have some flexibility and move my price lower because he's saying no. Saying no communicates the price is not good enough and we're still negotiating. And you, the other party, psychologically is still negotiating. So that is why we want to say no. The next question is, how do you say no? Simple. Just don't say yes. Just don't say yes. That's how you say no. Let's step through some simple ways of not saying yes. Okay, on the buying side or the selling side, really think it through. Like, that's not good enough. Your offer came in, it's not good enough. I saw your price, it's just not good enough. Who's heard this? You're gonna have to sharpen your pencil. We're not there yet. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. Ooh, you're close. Showed your price to my boss, you're close. Talked to my wife about it, you're close. I want to do the work for you, but I can't do it at that price. But you're getting there, you're close. And this one's my favorite. I learned from the Karis organization. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. I like you got to do better than that because it's like better, better where, better all around. All right, think about this. If you're talking about getting things done at your house. Let's imagine you have to get some work done at your house. Let's imagine that it's 11 o'clock in the morning and you're in your kitchen in broad daylight and a rat sticks its head out from behind your stove, and you immediately shoot from not having a problem to problem aware, solution aware, ready to give anybody that can get out to your house today money. Okay. And they come out and they want thousands of dollars from you, and you didn't want to pay it. What might you say? It's just so expensive. They give you some concessions, they lower the price, and you still say it's too much. Thank you for that, but it's just too much. And then they tell you what else they can do, lower the price again, and then you say, I can't go that high. Yeah, I wish I could, but I can't go that high. My gosh, I can't. I just can't go that high. They give you some more. They move things around. They change the delivery schedule, the out time, how often they're coming out to check on things. Maybe they add another thing, this, that. They lower the price a little bit more. It's just so pricey. It's just so pricey. More ways of saying no, communicating no. They keep doing it, and then it's just more than I expected. It's way more than I expected. You do that, all those times, you think they're going to figure out how much flexibility they can give you? You do that all those times? Is it possible that they're still going to make you pay an inflated price? Or is it possible that you're getting the best possible price for you that you can get? The best possible arrangement for you that you can get. And that is the power of utilizing the one tactic to rule them all. Now, I'm not saying that you should squeeze the mom and pop shops in your town and force them out of business. Don't do that. Okay. But what I am saying is that in your life, especially when you make large purchases, using the one tactic to rule them all and the many other tactics that are out there can help you save money, which can make your financial life the best it can possibly be. If you're selling your products and services, the one tactic to rule them all and then the many other tactics, that's how you can have a healthy company. Now, we didn't talk about countermeasures, but there are many countermeasures that you can employ if somebody watched this video and you're trying to buy something from them or sell something to them. There are countermeasures, okay? And that leads us to the next question, which is what's next? So this is what's next. If you like what you learned here, you think that you can get some value out of it, you want to work with me more, or you just want to watch more on-demand videos, I do have a masterclass. It is essentially, it's 53 short videos. I go through, like I did with this one tactic, I go through all those that you saw on the screen earlier and many more, because what I chose to do is kind of like what I got from when I went to MIT for their course. And theirs took like 6-8 weeks, and then you don't get the videos when you're done. It was almost $1,000. But basically, what they did is they did both transactional and integrative bargaining. That's how to win and how to win-win, I like to say, in one course. And that's what I put together. I did it like this, storytelling. There's no PowerPoint slides. It's just listening to stories, learning the concepts through conversation like this. And if you like this kind of learning, comes with a great workbook. You'll learn everything. You can watch the videos as many times as you want forever, as long as I'm still doing this kind of work. It'll be there for you. So that's one option, is the masterclass. Another option is if you have a team of salespeople or purchasing department. I train the purchasing department at NASA. Okay, I can train procurement. I can train sales. I'd be happy to come in and customize a program for you. See if your team needs to be better at negotiating, so you do better with your sales. Happy to help with that. I also do regular live sessions. So if you want to get everybody together and all do a webinar, one of my webinars or one of my in-person seminar, half day or full day programs, happy to do it. You can schedule those at your company if that's something that might make sense. And then if you are one of those founders or an owner operator who's kind of like banging your head up against the wall with your marketing and sales and wondering, why is my content not working? Why am I paying this marketing department so much money and they're not giving me leads? I'm not getting good costs for my leads. Or, why are my sales team not converting? Why aren't they not closing? That's kind of the growth partnership type work that I do, and I'm happy to talk to you. And we'll go through a whole session. It's a discovery session. We'll find out if I can definitely help you. We'll know, and I'll share with you how we would move forward, and we'll make it happen. Okay. If I can't help you, I'll also let you know, and I'll, if you want to work with me in some other way, great. If not, no harm, no foul. So that's it. I love talking about this stuff. I love working with people on this stuff. If any of that sounds interesting to you, please get in touch with me. You can email me at jason@showandbiz.com. You can also just reach out through the website. However you want to do it is fine. I've got a Calendly link in there and all that good stuff. All right, thanks again. There's a lot of free resources coming your way. And, when you read my emails, I'll give you as much value as I can for free, because I really do appreciate your attention. Now go out there, keep negotiating.